Hello everyone. In the previous tutorial, we've learned how to upload files in our Google Drive using Python Flask and Google Drive API. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to use Python Flask and Google Drive API to delete your files from Google Drive. To start, we will be needing to add another HTML page for delete. To do that, I will create another endpoint called file deleter. So let's start. Let's create a route. Let's name this file deleter and create the method or function file deleter. It will return an HTML for this case. I will use the ones from my reference, and what we have here is we have a form for posting, and the endpoint it will use is delete. It has an input field that accepts the file ID and a submit button. Now, since we don't have this delete endpoint yet, this HTML or this deletion will not work. So our next step is to create that delete endpoint. To do that, I will go to app.route, add delete, and methods to be post, and let's define the function delete, and for the meantime let's leave it as is, and let's create the logic of our delete. So let's go to our gdrive.py. I will create the function delete file, which accepts a parameter file ID, and inside this function is, let's create a try catch block, exception as e, and let's return the status if we encounter an exception. Status error, and message is string of the exception. Next, inside the try catch or the try block, let's create an instance of our service. Let's call that service equals get gdrive serve. Next is, let's define our metadata. File metadata is equal to trash equals true. Take note that if you use this method trash, it will move the file to the trash bin. So, or in short, this is used for self deletion. Next step is, let's use our service that files that update So I will just copy my reference. so as to not take time in typing this one, we will provide here the file ID and the metadata. I will add a comment that if you will perform this one, this is soft deletion. You'll move your file from folder to trash bin. And here's another method, service or way. Service files delete. For this case, this is hard deletion. You won't be able to restore your file. And for the meantime, let's comment this one to test first our soft deletion. Next is let's return some message that the file is successfully deleted. Then let's call that method in our delete route. To do that, let's first declare a variable called file ID, and from the request form.get, let's get the file ID. So this file ID is the value from our input field, and let's call the G drive that delete file, and let's pass the file ID. Let's restart our Flask application, and let's check our endpoint, localhost file deleter. Here is our application. Then we will try to delete this file, downloaded file. So that file is downloaded file is this one. Let's provide the ID here and press delete. Okay, we encounter error. It says here request is not defined. So I think the problem here is that request should also be included here. Then let's try again. So let's refresh, and it says here that the file was successfully deleted. If you check, the file was removed and it was moved to the trash bin. So let's try to restore the deleted file and check if the file is restored. Okay, then let's try to use the other method in which it will delete the file. So let's refresh this one. It says here the file is deleted, so it was removed, and as you can see, the file was not moved to the trash bin and it was deleted, and we will not be able to restore that file again. So far, that's it for the video, and hopefully this tutorial series has been useful in your end and you have learned a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay updated to my channel for another series of tutorials. Thank you and happy coding.